Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins and Walmart exclusive Mossman. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. All right, before we take a look at the front of the package, I do want to give a shout out to my good buddy Mark, yes, the other Mark, from Coffee and Toys for finding this guy for me in the wild and shipping it out to me super quickly. Mark is a great guy, and if you haven't had a chance to check out his channel, please do so. The link to Coffee and Toys is down in the description below, and if you haven't had a chance to check out the video that Mark and I did a couple weeks ago, just shooting the breeze and talking toys, you can do so at the link in the upper right corner right now. But taking a closer look at the front of this package, man, there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. I love the artwork at the top. I love that they're teasing the Eternia playset in the back, looking really nice. You can see everything that Mossman comes with in the window box, which looks great. And then it says Collector's Edition, moss-like fur, smells like pine, and it does. Flipping around here on the side, you can see some nice artwork of just some plants and leaves on one side of the box, and on the other, they have the dinosaur that was actually like a robot that opened up and had like gun turrets. I don't remember this in the cartoon or the toy. I don't know if there was ever a toy made of this. This is new to me. Maybe this was a prototype or something that never got made, but man, it looks awesome, and I wouldn't mind if they made it today. If you know the lore behind this, let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to learn about it. Flipping it around here on the back, you can see Mossman going up against some of the Snake Men. I honestly don't know the names of these characters at all, but you know, I would love to have them in the collection, so maybe one day we'll get them. But I love this artwork. I love Mossman coming out of the woods, and he does have his armor on, so that's kind of cool. Speaking of his armor and the rest of his accessories, he does come with this yellow Beast Man armor that goes around his head and waist. I think this was from like a battle pack that came out a long time ago. He does come with a mace on a curved piece of plastic. He does come with that standard mace, two of the shoulder pads that look like Beastman shoulder pads, an extra left hand for gripping, and a bonus head from the original Beastman. Lords of Power, I believe, was the original head sculpt there. So that looks really cool. All right, here's Mossman in his mossy cardigan look. Man, this does at the wrist, it does kind of look like he has on like a moss shirt. But man, this thing is glorious. The flocking is absolutely perfect. It just looks beautiful. I love that old school head sculpt up there with that big mossy beard coming down. The bright yellow for the belt, the brown on the loincloth, it just looks great. And man, does this guy look good. And he smells good too. He does smell like pine, not like the figure we had when we were kids, but more of a sweeter, more aromatic pine, a very sweet pine, like an air freshener. Flipping around here on the back, you can still see some of the musculature underneath on the plastic body before the flocking was applied, which looks really nice. It gives some definition, even though there is flocking there. Man, it just looks great. This thing just feels really good. If you're like a sensory type person, this is the figure for you. Punching in a little closer here on that head, you can see that old school head sculpt just looks great. The flocking, the way they've got it, you know, kind of parted in the middle and it goes out on each side, the way the beard looks, the teeth. This just looks great. And moving down to the chest, you can see that musculature underneath, giving some definition to the flocking. Honestly, I don't know how this process works. I don't know how they do it. I should probably watch a YouTube video. But whoever did the flocking on this figure, it is just absolute perfection. Man, it looks so good. I just can't say that enough. And then here's the figure with the alternate head put on. I would have liked there to be some flocking on this head, especially on the hair on the sides of his cheeks. That would have looked really cool to me. It probably would have made me use this head more, but as it stands that it's not flocked, there's just no way I'm using this head. It's going straight in the accessory bin. Taking a quick look at the mini comic that comes with this figure. It's called Poison from the Stars. It features Mossman. So if you want to, you know, pause this and read it, you certainly can. On each page, we got King Hiss and Cobra Khan and Orko. We see some more of those dinosaur vehicles right there, which is really cool and neat. I really dig this artwork. There's King Hiss again. Mossman looking a little more like he did in Revelations, and then no cross cell on the back, but there's the mini comic. All right, let's take a closer look at Mossman here and how he looks in hand, and just turning it around so you can see this flocking. I just, honestly, I can't say enough. It's absolutely incredible. It's so good that I even missed an articulation point on the figure, but he can look up that far, look all the way around. There's no worry here at all about the flaking or it coming off. It just works. Just look how easy he hits that T-pose. Even with the flocking, you don't see any falling off. It stays in place. The arms can go all the way around. He does have that swivel and hinge right there at the elbow. He does have, I got a little place right here on the forearm that looks a little weird, but he rotates at the waist, easy. Look at that, how it just tucks in the body. The engineering here is just great. The legs move forward and back without rubbing. Sorry, I'm getting a little off here with the camera. But yeah, I even missed the articulation point right there at the thigh. I mean, not the thigh, at the calf, between the knee and the ankle. He does have an articulation point that I didn't even see when I was first playing around with this guy. But if you want to put the armor on, it's actually really easy, and you don't have to be afraid about it rubbing the flocking off at all. I'm able to do this with no problem. There we go. That's how we do it. We plug that in, and there is his armor. Looks pretty decent. As far as the other armor pieces go, they're pretty easy to put on. You can even put these on and then just slide them up the arm if you would like. Again, you don't have to worry about the flocking coming off at all. And there you have it. There we have the armor popped on, and we'll go ahead and give him one of his clubs so we can see what this guy looks like all kitted out with all of his stuff. And he does look good. I think the yellow matches good enough to the belt. It's close enough. It's not as bright and vibrant or shiny, but it does look good. I guess I don't really care much for that black spray paint right in the middle. It just looks like he's been vandalized. But it's okay. Mossman doesn't need armor on my shelf. He's going to go just sans armor. But I did want to bring in the Lords of Power Beastman. This was the original design for Beastman back in the day, and you can see that is the exact same head sculpt that they used from that character right there, looking incredible. He does have the yellow armor, so I thought that was a nice touch. And yeah, I did want to bring him in just for like size comparison, but also because of the heads. So let's get old Mossman here out of this armor, under some lighting and into some background, and see how he poses up. I can't thank my buddy Mark enough for finding this figure, getting it to me, offering to send it to me, and getting it out so fast so that I could do this review. I really appreciate it. Mossman's one of my favorite characters from the old days, and I'm just so glad to have him in my collection. I wish he wasn't a Walmart exclusive. I wish he was, just part of the main line that everybody could get, maybe from Mattel Creations. But I've heard in the past that there's some deal with the flocking, that Walmart has got some sort of, I don't know, exclusivity for that. That's how they had the flocked Panther. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the deal is there. But you know what? As I would have loved to have, just picked him up easily off Mattel Creations, thankfully Mark was there to save the day and get a Mossman on my shelf. Thank you, buddy, for providing that to me. That is amazing. And also, please go check out Mark's channel at Coffee and Toys. Thanks for tuning into this channel. I super appreciate it. Please continue to hit us up over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am the Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.